All right, finally. All right, I'm an hour late. But
Yeah, man. Guys, just near this guy of the podcast.
yeah, it's the other way around now. But yeah, it's been what, like 4
Months.
months since the podcast.
Been a while, bro.
So I'm gonna try and bang these out once or twice a week. And just try to stay consistent. I feel like I always start my videos off like, I know I've been gone for a while, but now I'm back and I'm gonna try to do videos. But part of it. But
Cool. Right? That's a big thing.
yeah. If it wasn't for school, then I'd be like consistent. But let me send this to Mina too before I forget. So few big things that I think we talked about a little bit like 2 hours ago already, but Nick Walker but the Nick Walker and Martin Fitzwater kind of beef that just happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a video of Guy and Martin just like flexing their legs. I'll show it here of them flexing their legs, and basically Nick Walker just commented and saying like Guy's legs are bigger, and let's see,
That's a pop.
and basically Nick Walker said Guy's legs are bigger. Was it on his page?
He took that shit down.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. And then Martin's response was like something about the veins in his legs, saying he'll get a blood clot and die. And then basically everyone just started going nuts about obviously bodybuilders dying.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, yeah, I mean, obviously nobody thinks that's good, because whether or not it was a joke, which we know now it's not because of this apology video you're seeing. I mean, it's bad business there. I'm sure his sponsor made him say it, but
Yeah, he's traveling with his team right now.
yeah.
Come here.
You come here.
You see, she's on the podcast now.
Oh, welcome to the podcast.
Say hi to Greg.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good, baby.
You
Come here.
She's asserting her dominance.
What do you think of the apology video?
I think he brought it. Like, I think the owner of Gas probably told him like, yo, you gotta say something.
Yeah.
He's traveling with Guy, and Guy's really close with Nick, so he probably said something as well. I don't know. He in his video, he's like, I'm tired. I've been traveling.
Yeah.
I'm doing this. I'm like, one, you're not like, you're on a vacation, so you're not stressed. You're training, you're eating, you're enjoying yourself with a bunch of great athletes. And just because you don't like Nick Walker as a person, for you to come out with that type of comment is like, it's not necessary. Like,
yeah.
I understand you think you're better than him, but in reality, you can't say anything until you get to the Olympia and place top 5.
Yeah.
And so,
yeah, end of the day, it's there's stats there for a reason. But yeah, and I've read some of the comments saying like half-assed. I mean, obviously people are not going to be satisfied no matter what type of apology he does. But I think laying on your back with no shirt on in bed wasn't probably the best way to apologize. But I mean, it's better than nothing, and him trying to think like he's right no matter what. But yeah, that's a good point you said though, because like you said, Guy is very good friends with Nick.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if next time Guy's on the podcast, it comes up and then Guy's like, oh, I got in his face, or whatever Guy does.
Like, even the comment, Guy's legs are bigger, it's something funny. It's nothing crazy. For him to come out with that comment is kind of outrageous. Like, wishing death upon somebody is like, you really need to go that far.
Yeah, especially with another guy, Cedric, dying 2 weeks ago. It's not like it's a uncommon thing now.
Yeah.
Which that kind of goes, I guess, into the next thing I want to talk about with the recent deaths. We've talked about it a little bit, you and Alex and I. Obviously, we watched the podcast with Fuad, so like they've had their 10 different ways to kind of like mitigate or delay any health
Yeah.
complications. Have you put like more thought into this? Because obviously you're a bodybuilder, so it's something you have to think of.
Is that the reason? Because I'm a bodybuilder? Because
I mean,
well, I really want to put a lot of responsibility on the league, like the NPC, IFBB.
yeah,
It's one, there's a lot of pros out there, especially now more than before. So it's like it's hard to mandate certain things. Let's say they put a mandate that your kidney levels need to be at this level. Uh, During prep, your kidney levels or anything is never going to be normal. So the amount of athletes are actually going to compete are probably none.
yeah,
And everyone's different. You know what I mean? Everyone's body's different. So then what doctors are going to be considered, like, what are you certified by the league to allow athletes to pass on and stuff like that? It's another thing. I
yeah,
think themselves need to be able to find, I don't know, a doctor, service, some way to keep doing blood work. I'm not a pro, and I get in the off season, I get blood work done every 4 to 6 weeks, and then in prep every 2 weeks, something like that.
oh yeah,
But yeah, I pay a service. It's $100 a month, and I have nonstop communication with my doctor. So it's like, oh, your levels are X, and it's a little bit abnormal, but you know what? For a bodybuilder, it's actually pretty normal for you guys to be here. But it's in a health. It's still healthy. But once we cross a certain bridge and it's a red zone, then we have to dial it back, or we have to talk and see what's going on, what are you taking, and all this other stuff. So
yeah,
I think it just comes down to the athlete being on top of their health, and if they actually want to be on top of it, they will.
yeah. I feel like there is, I don't know what, but I feel like the league could do something, but maybe it's 90. I feel like it's 90% on the athlete, 10% on the league.
And
Like the
it's like Greg, if you hire a coach and the coach tells you to take, oh, I need you to take 1,000 milligrams of this and 1,000, like, are you just gonna be like, sure, okay, I'm gonna take it, or are you gonna actually say, I don't know about that, let me consult somebody else?
questions, yeah,
Because the athlete got to be smart about it. You know what I mean? One,
yeah.
and the only thing that the league can do maybe is eliminate the diuretic use. But how are they
Yeah.
gonna? Because
It's hard, yeah.
so we just try to, if I think Ian said it, if you're gonna come in peeled, taking a diuretic the night before, that little 1% isn't gonna make you top 5 or something like that.
Yeah, it's the whole thing where if they downsize, if they take diuretics out, the guys that should win with the genetics and the work ethic and XYZ, those are the guys that are going to win. If Ronnie Coleman never took anything and it was a natural bodybuilding only federation, he would have won regardless because of genetics, shape, everything. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of like the football thing where they changed the rules where, can't hit the quarterback, whatever the rules were that made the game safer because we're playing faster. But for the most part, athletes had to do more recovery stuff or more strengthening to make themselves safer. So, like you said, the blood work thing, I didn't even know you did every 2-3 weeks. The most you hear is like, oh, I do it every 3 months. And it's like, you can catch it, but 2 to 3 weeks obviously is better. 3 to 4 weeks is obviously better.
That's it. But I think the last month and a half, I've gotten like 3 or 4 blood works done, and it's basically because I think my hemoglobin was high, and I think my kidney levels or something like that. Something out there, either my liver enzymes or something was pretty high. So we just kept monitoring it, making adjustments. I dumped blood to get my hemoglobin down, and everything else got aligned, and I'm ready to go for the off season basically. So done with phase.
Health phase, recomp,
all the phases are
recovery. Yeah. So you're starting off season what, next week or this coming Monday?
I think we started this week. My weeks usually start on Wednesdays, so we started last Wednesday.
Gotcha.
Everything's very minimal. Like my food hasn't really changed. Just everything else slightly increased.
Yeah. And you're doing 6 meals a day, still or
Nope.
now?
Yeah, I just had my 5th meal right before the podcast. One more before I go to sleep, and that's about it.
What was the 5th meal?
Beef, rice, broccoli, olive oil. I had steak, but I got tired of like the actually chewing of the steak, and it was just so much that I said, you know what, I'm getting full. I'd rather just ground beef, just bury it down.
Yeah. Is it like 8 ounces? Is that why?
Yeah, it's 7 ounces. 7 ounces of protein with every single meal.
Yeah, that could be my jaw would hurt.
Me sitting there just chewing. I was like, you know what, I can't. Let me just give me ground beef.
Yeah. All right, well, let's see. I got some questions here while we're waiting here. Well, actually, I didn't see if you did, but did you? We both met Justin Shire today randomly in the gym.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know if you guys talked to him anything besides just getting a photo, but
Oh.
he was very cool dude. I remember walking in and seeing, like, you know how they have like the 2 pillars there that block like when you're walking towards the posing room. So I'm walking and I see like the beard and the hostile shirt, and I was like, okay,
That's a big dude.
and I was like, all right, and I was like Justin, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
He's like, it just looks good here. I was like, all right, man. And then he came back and I was like, do you mind if I get a photo? He's like, yeah. All right. But yeah, I don't know. All I gotta say is that I can squat the same amount as him on the hack squat. That's all I'm saying.
And all I can say is I beat him on that shit. I don't know.
Yeah. Damn. But
the guy's pretty cool. Like, not like we talked after. Like, it was a quick pick. I hate bothering athletes when they're working out, so it was just like, hey, pleasure meeting you. After his training session, he messaged me saying like the facility is really good.
yeah.
I told him at a good time because it's empty, and he was like, yeah, I've heard that gets pretty wild.
Yeah. After I was like, hope you enjoyed it, and he was like, yeah, I'll definitely be back, and I was like, bring somebody else too. Let's go.
Yeah.
But
I'd rather meet them at the gym than meet them at the show, the meetup.
oh yeah.
So I'd rather.
Yeah, that's gonna be like such a long wait. Let's see. Go to questions. Let's see. Worst advice or direction any coach has given you?
Worst advice? Shit. I want to say the scariest thing was when I got told I got 90 minutes of cardio, fasted and post for the first time. Scary. But I don't know. I've been blessed to have like some really good coaches. They really haven't guided me in the wrong way. Like Nick right now is really like on the health side. So he doesn't like pushing anything as long as until we are healthy. Before that, I had Stan McQuay.
Yeah.
He was really good. It's just the long distance that didn't work out with me and him and I. And then Eric Ramirez is my first coach. He was good, but those were my first years. So just like you,
Yeah.
It's just hard to get shredded. That's about it. But my diet was really just keto, and it's not like something bad. Like I did it. It's fine. Extreme. But like I said, like I don't think we've ever crossed a path where it's like anything was really out of hand or bad.
Yeah. I know like I'm just under 6 weeks out, and I know that like next 2 weeks it's gonna start to really hit my body. So I'm mentally preparing to
Good thing about it is that you can, now that you're done with school, you can get more rest, and
yeah.
that's what's gonna make your body just change completely.
And even when I start school again, like May 3rd to the 26th, it's like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then it's like not busy work, but not as intense. So I won't be crazy stressed or whatever.
That's true.
Let's see.
We just gotta increase that fucking cardio, bro.
Yeah, I'm waiting. It might happen this weekend when I do check-ins tomorrow. Who knows? Might drop another rice meal and
Or Saturday. Tomorrow you're checking.
yeah.
Oh, it was Saturday or Sunday today.
Top 3 TV series of all time.
All time. That's shit.
Oh wait, that reminds me. What was that Viking show you were watching?
Vikings.
Is just Vikings or okay? Because I started watching
Oh.
Vikings Valhalla.
So
Ah.
stop watching that and go to Hulu and go watch Vikings there. And that's the original series. It's 6 seasons, and then watch the Netflix series. I'm on season 6 of the Vikings on Hulu because that's the original one. And then it's like 100 years after that, and that's the Netflix series.
Damn. Well, I think I'm ready. Let's see. I only have like 3 episodes left. Damn, but I'll still watch it.
It's a really good show. Like Vikings is definitely a top show for me. Sons of Anarchy was really good. I'm not gonna mention anime because anime is gonna just be my top one. But regular TV shows, I guess you can say that. Peaky Blinders, I really like.
That's my one.
What are the ones? South Park, I watch sometimes. I don't know. There's a couple.
I think I'd go.
Oh shit! I was about to go off. I was about to say Casa de Money Heist.
Oh yeah.
There's one another Spanish Spanish show where it's like Orange is the New Black, but it's called Locked Up. That one's really good.
What is it?
Locked Up.
Oh.
I saw that one. I love a bunch of like these Asians films. It's one is called Already Home. I think it is. It's like monsters and stuff like that. There's another one, a new one that came out recently, like a month ago. Is where like everyone turns into zombies and it's a bunch of high schoolers trapped inside the high school and they're trying to escape.
Oh.
I think this is prep. Prep just happened like a couple months ago. So I love shows that I was watching.
Yeah, my list on Netflix is growing. I gotta start. Well, I am watching these shows now, but I think I'd go Peaky Blinders 1. Oh, SpongeBob SquarePants 2. That's the GOAT show. And then 3. I mean, I want to say either Money Heist or I like Squid Games.
Squid Games is good.
That was good. Yeah, those are my top 3 because the other ones I'm thinking of movies now.
You ever seen
what is it?
Ozark?
My parents have. They said it was really good.
Yeah, I got told it was good. I just never finished it or anything like that. So
I think it's they said like it's slow in the beginning, but then like once all the deals or whatever.
Game of Thrones, have you seen it?
Yeah, Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones. Do you see they're coming out with the new? It's like when the dragons are born or whatever.
What are they called again?
Dragons.
I think that's what they called. No, Targaryen.
Yeah. Targaryens. I think it's Targaryens.
No, fucking no.
The dragon. Well, Daenerys dragon.
Yeah. Now, when you finish a show, do you take it off your watch list or a movie, or do you just keep it there if it's really good?
I think I take it off. If I remember, I take it off, but like maybe I've remembered like once or twice because I usually just move on.
Yeah.
But if it's a movie, I'll keep it on if I remember. But if it's a show, I'll take it off because I'm like, But
yeah.
Let's see what else. Would you rather have free food, free gas, or free hotel rooms for the rest of your life?
For the rest of my life.
I think this is an easy one for what we do.
Yeah, I think I'm thinking more ahead. I'm like, if I have kids and a big family, I'd rather have food free because I'm buying everything.
That's what I'm saying, food.
So I'm going with free food. That's about it. Call it a day.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like food, it's just gonna get more expensive.
Yeah.
This one's This is actually perfect for you. Is it okay to keep aminos in my water 24/7?
No, absolutely not. I told you to take that shit out.
No, but didn't you used to put it in a jug of water and just drink that?
And my first ever or my
Yeah.
second prep, I was keeping it in, and my coach is like, "What are you drinking?" Because he kept seeing my stories, and he kept seeing like a green juice next to me. He's like, "What is that?" I'm like, "Oh, it's I forgot the brand. It was I think the brand that Regan's sponsored by.
Oh, I gotta look this up.
That brand that I kept using their aminos, and it was so good. I was drinking like I was like crazy. And my coach is like, "You got to stop that. That has extra shit that is I'm not accounting for. So just take it
Yeah.
off. Even though it can be very minimal." He's like, "No, just straight water." I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah. Is it the Yamamoto nutrition?
No, Regan grinds.
Yeah, that's in his bio, but I was like, I don't remember that.
No, he left because that'd be
Oh,
crazy.
yeah. I mean, it says Yamamoto. He has a few shirts and like posts with it.
Oh shoot, I didn't even know about
It's
that.
not HD Muscle, right?
No.
I don't think so. But
Wow, he left.
yeah.
This is brand new. Look, you see,
What?
he just joined them 3 days ago,
What?
or like a couple days ago, actually. I don't know.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
Huh.
that's. I
Um,
guarantee he deleted every picture with the other team.
yeah, probably. He's very on top of his Instagram. Does classic?
There you
Huh?
go. Gat Sports.
Oh, okay, yeah. Damn. Does classic shape make an open bodybuilder look small?
This classic shape make it open.
So does
I
that
don't.
mean like a Chris Bumstead versus like a big Ramy? Does his small waist make Ramy look small?
I think Chris Bumstead's height
Yeah,
actually
right.
small, but I think it's like if you want to see like a classic figure in the open class, I think one of the best representations would be Flex, not Flex, not Flexitron, Sean
Oh, Sean
Roden.
Roden, yeah.
His body's very aesthetically pleasing, and he was just big. And
Yeah.
I think if you can be able to find the balance of like a classic body, like I think it's just your shape, having that Dorito shape, the wide taper,
Yeah.
the small waist, and everything, but be able to put on a large amount of mass.
Yeah.
I think that's the ultimate goal. But
Yeah.
if you have like Nick Walker is great, don't get me wrong, but I don't think his body's very aesthetically pleasing. But he's just a monster. That's why he's so good.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I just him with a smaller waist, maybe a little bit taller, maybe like
Yeah, it would be
it'll be a different person.
I think he would be top 3 or he would have won already if his
He
waist.
has a waist, but I think it's just because he's so compact.
Yeah. Yeah. So, where was it? Back and no, we're gonna skip that one. Never mind. Can you get shredded without tracking macros?
Unless you're a pro, I guess. Unless like if you know what you're doing and without tracking it, I guess just eat whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like that's one of those.
Because you're probably gonna be like, "Oh, I'm gonna eat this burger today. That'll be my one meal for today."
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like very hard.
I think that's like a one. Like those guys are just like the genetic freaks that I mean, everybody knows one of those guys who can eat everything and just still be, yeah, pretty much. He's like, I gained 20 pounds, but he's still like veiny and has abs from his show. Like, all right. I'm gonna skip. That's too sad. Skipping that one. Let's see. I think if you saw this one, you probably heard this question already. When I pin, there's been times where I pass out. Any reasons why?
Eating too much. Just like a month ago, I fell asleep behind the wheel, man. Like
No. What do you think? What do you think the question was?
You just said passed out, right?
Yeah, I said, where is it? When I pin, there's been times when I pass out.
Oh no, that's not.
Actually, this actually goes back to what we said like a few minutes ago, that if you're passing out when you're pinning, and it's not like you're just scared of needles, I guess, maybe you should stop pinning and go to the doctor, not continue to do it.
Yeah, something's not right if that's
Yeah,
happening.
that's
Right?
like,
That
yeah,
cut
yeah.
off.
Just for a sec, you're back now though. But it's like, why are you gonna wait to ask somebody on an Instagram post
Mhm.
probably
Okay.
a few weeks later and not go to the doctor?
You already know you should go to the doctor if that's the case, man. Like either I don't even know.
It's like, if you and Alex were telling me to do, say it's an hour cardio, and I keep passing out after 40 minutes, I'm not gonna keep hitting my face on the stairmaster. I'm gonna tell you guys I can't do 40 minutes. I can't do an hour.
We'll probably have to like break down and see what like is it your diet, you know, and like
Yeah,
like I understand there's some diets that are extreme, like low calories, but you just have to work around it. And that's the way,
yeah,
like my diet wasn't that extreme. It was low. Don't get me wrong, it's like
yeah.
1,200 calories, but you have to be smart. Like, okay, I'm gonna split up my leg day. I'm gonna do different things, maybe do a double that day. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But pass out, I know you must be one retarded motherfucker if you keep going. So something happens.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's like you said, when you have to take a step back and just look at everything. And
Mhm.
more times than not, when you take a step back, that's when like that simple solution is there. It's like, all right, well, pinning is never gonna be that important that you have to like pass out every time you pin, because
Just go see the doctor, see what he says.
yeah,
And if it just means you can't pin, you can't pin, and that's it.
yeah. Then it'll go on orals.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess if you want to.
Yeah.
I feel like more damaging, but
Yeah, I mean, if that guy's asking that question, they'll probably be like, "Oh, I've been taking more oils regardless." It's like, okay, all right, bro. Um, have you dealt with comparing yourself to others?
yes and no. I compare myself more to pros. Like today, I saw Justin Shire, and I was like, "Holy shit!" Like I know I'm not a pro, but I know what I need to get to become a pro, and to see
Yeah,
his like, I still got a long way to go. See, that's the
yeah,
only thing. Like, when it comes to like local people, I have that Nick Walker mentality. Where like, I'll beat you. I don't care.
yeah,
I'll see you one day, and I'll whoop your ass.
yeah. I feel like both, like whether you, I feel like if you compare yourself to others, there's two sides to it, where it can be a positive or a negative. Where you look at somebody, like say Justin was, he always went to our gym, and you knew like, all right, at this time he's gonna beat me, because he's a pro. It makes sense. Um, it depends, it's that little half second where you either think like you get like emotional and sad and pissed off that you're not good enough yet, or you're like, all right, it makes sense, he's doing XYZ, he's been working
Yeah,
out for a little longer, so I have a goal. But
yeah.
it's so simple to just go and just like hide into a shell and just get pissed off, sad, whatever the reaction is.
You can
And I
come up,
think that's the difference.
with like we train with Sean at our gym, and
Yeah,
it's not, oh, why am I not a pro yet, or why can't I do what he's doing? Well, I know it takes time.
yeah,
One, it has. I have a friendly competition in my head. I'm like, Sean, just fucking bench, dumbbell press 160s. I gotta do 160s eventually. So then it motivates me to get stronger and build up my physique.
yeah,
Like he's been doing 6 plates on the hack. I finally got to 6 for 10. So now my goal is 6 for 20, just like him. So it's like, okay, now I got to work my way up there.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, that I think that's the, if you do compare yourself, that's like the only good way to do it, because it adds more motivation rather than breaking you down. So
And it's someone to compare this to a bunch of like local people is like
yeah,
you'll be at one point or you'll get there. There's different things. Everyone has their time, and that's
yeah,
about it.
yeah, yeah. I don't, I don't, feel like I mean, I probably do without even knowing it, but I feel like it's kind of like the same thing. Actually, no, I do. I know what it is. I feel like I make these own like little rivalries with myself and someone in the gym, which I'm sure you do too. Like if I see some random guy who probably doesn't even compete do whatever, like 100 pounds on an incline bench, I'm like, well, clearly you have to do 105. Or
Yeah.
I'll watch a set and see him do 8. I'm like, well, obviously I have to do 10. And even if I don't get 10, if I get 9, but I usually
Yeah.
get 6, that's still a win. So I think I'm glad that my mind works like that and I don't get like down on myself because it's so easy to. Um, but with Instagram, like I haven't even done my first show, but I think it's good that I don't even know. Like someone asked me yesterday, do you like have you compared yourself? Actually, somebody asked me yesterday, yeah. Have you been comparing yourself to like other guys that are doing the show? And I was like, I don't even know who's doing the show.
Yeah.
So I found out today one other guy's doing it, but he might not even be in my class. So it's like again, it doesn't matter. But regardless,
You're just gonna go up at your best and rock out.
yeah, like regardless, I'm the type of person that's like, okay, like I could be competing against Sean, I'd be like, okay, well, clearly he's gonna win, but like I don't really care. Like I don't care. Like that's where it goes into like the individual
Yeah.
aspect of the sport where
You gotta be mentally strong and just be like, it doesn't matter.
yeah, it's
If I'm competing, like people will pop up like, oh, I know this guy's doing the show or this guy's doing the show, but in the end, you have to put your trust in your coach and your ability to just rock out and put the best performance you can and bring the best package that you know. You don't know, he probably look good the whole entire off season, but on Instagram he looks big, but in reality he's not even that big. Or maybe he fucks up his peak. Maybe he eats something he's not supposed to. Like it's just focus on yourself.
yeah. There he is. Let's see, is he joined?
Yeah, so I saw it. Easy. Let me go get my charger.
All
Can you
right.
hear me?
I can hear you, but I can't see you.
My bad. Hold on.
You're good. First timer.
Yeah, wait, what are we doing?
Podcast. Alex couldn't make it, so I figured I bring you in.
Right now? Okay, hold
Yeah.
on.
got, like-
let me get situated then, because I'm at my girl's house. 1 sec.
All right.
I'm not prepared, bro.
He's on the hot.
He has a mic. He has a nice background of what is that?
Oh, yeah.
Sebum?
Oh yeah.
I'm over here with a pillow and a blanket.
Damn, you going already?
What happened?
You going to sleep?
Nah, I'm doing client work.
Oh.
Thanks, bro.
Oh,
You're good. All right.
All
Let's
right.
see how I look. You guys hear me?
Yep. There we go. Good.
I think this is better.
All right. So how was your time meeting Justin? We went over this already. Mina,
What's going on?
how was meeting Justin today?
It was great. He was nicer than I expected, to be honest. Like he saw me and Arf kind of just standing there, and then I told him, I was like, "Can we just get a picture when you're done?" He's like, "We can just do it now." I was like, "Great."
No, yeah, he was cool. So we kind of just talked about basically before, like the Martin and Nick Walker thing, then like kind of going to like the deaths in bodybuilding and stuff like that. And then now we're just doing random questions that I stole from Fuad,
Yeah, sure.
as always.
Wait, what'd you guys say about the Martin and Nick thing?
Basically that, I mean, Martin's sponsors probably were like, or most likely said like, you got to give an apology. And then we're saying probably Guy said something to him because of him and Nick's relationship. Nick probably said something to him. And no matter what,
Nick actually said something though.
cool guy.
actually, maybe not Nick, but probably Guy.
Yeah, Guy definitely said something, but I feel like Nick is just the type to just sit back and be like, "I don't give a shit." You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. I'm interested to see what they say in the next few days, because there's gonna be YouTube channels, YouTube videos like this,
Yeah,
people
you
talking
already
about
know.
it.
Nick Shirgilly is gonna make a video. So
For sure. For sure. All right. Oh, actually, one more. Alex brought this up. He was supposed to come on, but on Instagram, what do you guys think is the purpose of a close friend's story?
Well, for me personally, I use it only because I sell tickets for my job on the low. So if anybody wants to sell tickets, I get the hookup. So I put it on only close friends. I mean, whatever close friends.
Like, yeah, OnlyFans.
Because like I don't need my coworkers seeing it, and technically I'm not
Yeah.
supposed to. It is what it is. But it's my little side hustle, so that's what I do. That's the only reason I use it. But I know all these motherfuckers who put their diet, they're like, oh, I'm cheeseburger, this, ice
That's
cream.
what I was gonna bring up.
Hey, what, you're hiding it from your coach, motherfucker? Just put it.
Yeah. I laughed. I saw Alex posted something. He's like, yo, I'm gonna screenshot it next and send it to your coaches.
Yeah.
I have clients that do that. Like straight up, they either have a close friends or they forget they have me on social media. So they'll tell me, oh, I was busy or I feel sick or I didn't feel like going to the gym or whatever. And then I see a Snapchat or like an Instagram story go up of them like drinking at a club or something. I was just like, huh.
Really quick, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the next day, sometimes they'll check in and their weight is off, right? And it's like, they're like, oh, I don't really know why. And I'm like,
You know what?
use that mixed drink you drink.
Those 12 beers last night you had.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. During prep, I was still 16 weeks out, and I fell off plan because I was going to something. I had one slice and a cookie. That's all I had. I went up to my coach. I'm like, what happened? Like, I'm not gonna hide it from you. Like, I'm not gonna hide it. What are you hiding?
What's the coach gonna do, bro? Is he gonna drive to your house and like smack you or something?
Like,
You'd rather him know and make necessary adjustments in case.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
And if if you don't tell him and he sees he just dropped your calories and you're still gaining weight, guess what? Your calories are probably going a little lower. You're gonna up the cardio. You know what I mean? Like you're not responding.
And I hate when people think like, oh, I cheated, but that's okay. I'll just do an extra 30 minutes of cardio. I'm like, it doesn't work like that. Like,
Yes.
Bro,
where are you getting these numbers from?
Yeah, it would be so much simpler if it did.
Yeah.
No, I remember seeing somebody too, same thing that you said, Mina, like they were like 8 weeks out or maybe 8 weeks out. And they're talking about like, of course, when you're in gym, you're going to hype yourself up and say, I'm excited for the show. I'm pushing hard. I'm dead. I'm feeling dead. And then they go out and they're having tequila shots and on a Friday night. And I'm like, you can go if you can plan your day out right. Like I was just 2 days in the Poconos. I just brought 4 bags of clothes, gym bag, like 10 pounds of meat, all my supplements. It can be done.
You can make it happen,
Yeah.
And it's like there's like different mentalities now. I feel like either whether you're in a prep or just dieting, there shouldn't be that like thinking or that like I know you guys are the same way as me when it comes to like there's no option in my head that goes maybe I'll have that burger or that cheeseburger,
Yeah.
It's just like no, I'm not gonna have it. I have my chicken and rice and that's what I'm gonna have,
Yeah, it's
I've been to Applebee's. They heated up my food. I've been to weddings. The guy heat up my food, bring it on a nice plate.
Yep.
A lot of parties. My social life doesn't change that much. It's just bringing my food along. That's about it.
Yeah, I feel like the social life there's definitely a possibility of it changing, but I feel like for us it would be more if we're tired, not that we can't get a meal in. Like if I just don't feel like going, I'm not gonna go regardless of if I'm on prep or not. Not that I can't bring a meal because it's like
I think it's a really unhealthy way of thinking when your social life and your outings revolve around food. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's nice to go out to a restaurant and be like, yeah, this and that, but take the food away. Are you just not going to enjoy it anymore? Is it just not going to be enjoyable?
Yeah.
Mentally weak. Like I've gone to dinner with my girl and I was on prep and she had a nice juicy burger with fries.
Yeah.
Right. Eating it right in front of me and I had my Diet Coke. But that was a good ass Diet Coke.
Yeah.
I can't
But
tell you how many times that's happened. It's just, but that's the mentality, like being mentally weak and succumbing to, oh, but he's having that burger or she's having that burger, and I want a burger, and just succumbing to it and just
Yeah.
fall into it. That really is where we draw the line,
And I think some of these people, like I've seen the diets of some athletes who said, "Oh, I feel like I'm dying. I'm dead." I'm like, I don't think you know what dying is, bro. Like, I don't think you know what suffering and not eating a lot of food really is. Like, I'm not saying I've been through hell, but I've seen a 900 calorie diet for myself. I've seen a 1200 calorie diet for myself. I've seen keto. And for you to be eating a little bit more than me and be like, I'm dying. I'm like, you don't see me complaining, bro. Like, it's pretty fine to me. Make it work.
I'll tell you guys because I want to bring this up. So I had, I was prepping and still coaching some clients, right?
Yeah.
I didn't take on any new, but I kept my same. There were some clients that were eating like double or even triple the amount of food that I was eating. And I'm over here starving. And they're the ones telling me like, oh, I'm so hungry. My workouts are crap. Like, oh, and I'm doing like 45 minutes of cardio. They're doing like 25. They're like, the cardio is so long. Can we do something else? And I'm just over here like, I couldn't react. Obviously, I'm not going to be like,
Yeah.
F off, like, you're weak, you suck. But
Yeah.
yeah. But, it really just comes down to how bad you want it. And that sounds so corny, but
it's the thing that if they hyper focus on it and keep complaining, it's going to get worse, even if it actually doesn't. If I kept telling Andre and Alex, I'm getting so hungry, when I'm done talking to them, I'm just going to be laying in bed thinking about how hungry I am.
yeah.
So it's like, just do your normal things, keep yourself busy. Why do you guys think I'm doing a podcast? I'm doing YouTube videos every week now because I'm going to keep myself busy with that editing.
Smart. Yeah.
I think
It's like
thing that kept me sane was just staying busy during prep with whatever it was.
Yeah.
Those rest days, like my rest days were the worst days because I'm literally just chilling. Like, what the hell do I do?
Yeah.
100%.
But a thing with training, like Mina, you said your client said that their training suffered and everything. I think it was Cash Gundy, I think his name is, Logan's coach.
Mhm.
Like I took something that he said. He's like, keep the same intensity that you've been doing the whole entire off season because that's what got you the physique you have now. So why just stop training with that same intensity? Like, yeah, maybe you'll drop a couple pounds on your squat and stuff like this. But you should still train as hard because I know people who say, you know what? I'm in prepping now. I'm gonna just focus on reps. I'm gonna go lightweight.
Volume, yeah.
Fucking up your physique.
I think until you get to that point where usually it's like 6 to 8 weeks. I feel, your intensity should always be the same. The only thing you may want to drop, and I had to because my recovery was crap, was just working volume. That's it. Maybe take those rest pause sets out and add just another straight set instead.
Yeah.
Take those clusters, drop sets out, because your recovery really, is what matters, right? You're not gonna want to work out and feel like you got hit by a truck the next day every single time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's where it comes down to.
And I don't know, like as of right now, like I said earlier, like I'm just under 6 weeks out, and I feel like the gym is the most like the best part of the day because for some reason I'm still have that intensity, or at least I want to still go to the gym. I don't feel like it's a chore.
6 weeks out.
Hey, I'm telling you, like we trained legs 2 weeks in a row, and on the hacks or whatever the leg press, you improved, whether it be by reps, by the plate, and you're still getting stronger. I have a video. I think it was 2 weeks out. I'm still dumbbell pressing 160.
Yeah.
And like obviously I'm different because obviously I'm taking certain things, but does it matter? Like I don't go to the gym with it's gonna be heavy. I'm tired. Like, no, fuck it. Take your fucking work on, get to work.
Exactly. And the one thing I can't stand is you'll drop calories, either your own diet or someone else's diet, and that same day they'll go to the gym and automatically assume they're like, I'm weaker. Like, damn, you know what I mean? I'm like, bro, you still have the last 3 days carbs in your system. Like, it's more mental in that instance.
And even if you have, like, even if tomorrow when I do check-ins, if they drop my calories, they take all the rice out of all my meals, I'm still gonna go in tomorrow for quads and try to do 5 plates on a hack squat. I might get 2 less reps, but it's gonna feel the same.
Yeah.
Just like you have to. There's no reason to back off if you can still do it.
Just have to be really good at knowing how to respond to your body. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you'll have your aches and pains and stuff like that. So sub it out with something else. Like if maybe barbell squatting is really painful and the numbers are dropping, switch to hack
Yeah.
squat. You'll push more there.
That's what I did exactly. Yeah.
That's actually what my coach was talking about, Chris. It came to a point where I couldn't barbell squat anymore, so we switched to hacks.
Yeah.
Like dumbbell incline, for example, just use the hammer strength. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or barbell incline, or your rack pulling or doing barbell rows, switch to the T-bar. You know, you should still match the intensity. There are just more movements that are more fatiguing, obviously, using more like stabilizing muscles or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But your intensity you should still go in and just want to kill that shit. You know what I mean?
Like I think I don't know how many weeks out, but during prep, the two things that I stopped was barbell squatting and regular conventional deadlifting.
Yeah.
And it was just depending on hack squats, rack pulls maybe, or whatever I could do to hit my lower back, and that's about it. But I was still pushing weight for it. It's not like I'm gonna try to like only go half-assed, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I like you guys said, like I switched out barbell squats for hack. I was not doing rack pulls just because like I had a back issue, but now I just did like, huh?
Smith squats. Been doing those.
Oh yeah, that's true. Actually, I did them a few months ago, and I was like, I think my feet were too forward, so I was like, this does not feel good at all. But after the first set of like just 135, I was like, my quads are blowing up. So I think I might do that tomorrow. But like I said, like I didn't do rack pulls, so I was like, I'll do the pitch shark, and I feel it way more in the pitch shark, just doing like a rack pull or deadlift variation there. And it's like everything, like you said, Andre, everything else is pretty much going up, but there's like maybe 3 things that like incline dumbbell press, I can't get past like 80 pounds anymore. I was doing like 105, 110 in the off season, but I'm like
pushing like 2 plates on Smith incline, right?
Yeah, that's I'm like, I'll just do an extra set there. It's like there's ways. It's like I feel like people when they see something, they walk into the gym and like, oh, I feel weak today. They just assume everything else is going to feel weak, so they back off everything else. It's like
that one movement. That's all.
Yeah, you gotta realize. Yeah, you gotta realize that it could just be the specific angle. It's free weight versus like Smith press versus dumbbells. It's not going to be the exact same. It is not the exact same. But that just comes with experience, I guess. And I don't have it, but I have guys around me that do, so I'm aware of it.
I mean, I've only done one show, so they were always still learning. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
we're only done 2.
You're the most experienced out of all of us.
Yeah.
I'm learning every day.
Yeah, but all right, well, I don't want to keep you guys too late. I know I started an hour late, but appreciate you guys watching. And Mina, I'm definitely gonna have you on more often.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm sorry. It was kind of out of the blue, and
No, yeah.
crappy webcam and crappy mic. Hopefully you guys can understand me, but
no, it was good. It was for everyone watching. I literally just texted him like 30 minutes in and was like, join in.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna talk, and you're just like join in. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, but
he knew you were coming on. Like I asked him, I thought that's why the whole thing at the gym, and then you texted me. Oh,
I think he wanted me on like a planned.
Yeah.
But it's all good. It's all good.
We had a good.
All right. See you guys next time.
Yep. See you guys. Nice talking.
You guys.